welcome back to
My Best Friend Mary.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say it. I'll let you do it.
It was my turn.
I'm preoccupied.
We are currently speechless. Like, we literally just bought tickets
To Comic-Con.
to Comic-Con. And so I'm still not okay.
Yeah, and we should preface this with, we have known about this for months. We lost track of that.
We always do.
Yeah. So we lost track of time.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing we knew, it's this weekend. Tomorrow. It's actually from Thursday till tomorrow.
Yeah.
As fate would have it, we weren't prepared. No costumes.
No. Nothing.
And see, I came up with this idea
Mm-hmm.
that Mary and I would little rascals our way in, because we're currently trying to save money for Florida, which we're going to next weekend.
Yeah.
And we would trench coat it, one of us on top, to save money.
Yeah.
And Mary took that as, if you wear a costume, it's cheaper.
Well, okay, because I was like, she brought up the trench coat thing. Jeez, I can't speak.
Trench coat.
Trench coat. And I was like, wait. Okay, which makes sense for Comic-Con. I mean, like, if you dress up, you get a little discount. Like, that would make sense in my brain. But I've never been, so I don't know. So I was like, no. Okay, well, this is vital information. I didn't know that. So I'm trying to formulate, like, we have wigs.
And she thought we would walk in wearing wigs.
And they'd give us a discount. I don't know.
I don't know how you came up with that. And then I thought, well, we'll just have to gaslight people. If that were to be the case, we'd be like, you don't know Pink Hair Girl?
Yeah, because the only wig I own is a long pink wig. So.
I own multiple wigs.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, we wear wigs, so...
Will you wear wigs?
Yeah, exactly. So...
And she thought that was, we were going to get a discount if we wore wigs.
If we wore wigs.
And so that's not the truth.
Yeah.
So now we're just going to go in. We're going to walk in like us, I guess. I mean, I have my Lola Bunny costume. I could technically do that.
It's
I
so
don't.
cool.
Yeah, I'm not trying, and I'm also not trying to be showing
Right.
pussy
Right.
to the world, because it gets up in there.
Yeah, you would be.
I'd have to shove like a block of cheese.
I'm
Not like a cut from a block of cheese. Because I'm telling you, it gets up in there.
I'm sure, like, no one else would have complaints. However.
I would.
Yeah.
And if children were there, they would be frightened.
Yeah.
They would be like, damn.
Yeah. However, the most important part, it's not just Comic-Con, the reason why I'm very excited.
We're meeting the reason why we ever even met.
Yeah, which is a little crazy.
Neil Newbon, who played Astarion, voice acted, did the physical manifestation of our Lord and Savior, Astarion, the sassiest vampire
who ever lived
in all of Baldur's Gate. And that's how, if you've been here since episode 1, you know that's really the reason why we met.
Yeah.
So
he means a lot to us. Not just for the character too. He's such a wonderful person.
Great
honestly.
human being.
His story it's heartbreaking, but also, you know, it helps people like us who it's like, you know, we can relate to these people that we love so much. And they're also people. Yeah. They're also great people.
And he was ready to give up before Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
You know, he had been a voice actor and had done well, but I think he just wasn't maybe getting roles. I don't remember his exact story, but he was really ready to throw the towel in, and then he landed Baldur's Gate, and that completely changed his life.
Which I love.
And he's been in so many big projects, too. I literally have chills talking about Neil. We've watched so many TikToks, and not just thirst edits of Neil, which there have been plenty.
Yeah.
But he's a genuinely great human being.
Yeah. He's so kind and so sweet.
And so funny.
Yeah.
And we get to...
I know! It literally still... We just bought them before we pressed record, so...
Yeah. We will probably update this episode tomorrow.
Yeah, we're filming the second part.
If we don't cry our faces off meeting Neil.
I'm already trying not to. Like,
yeah. Also, for anyone that's ever watched Once Upon a Time...
Oh my god. Yeah, I was looking through, I was like, let's see who else is going to be there for the meet and greets, or just going to be there in general. And Captain Hook,
Colin O'Donoghue, I believe is his given Christian name,
is going to be there. And so we're currently debating.
Do we need food next week?
That's the question. Honestly, I don't think so. And, we'd be skinny.
For Florida.
And yes, for Florida. And then we could eat whatever we wanted at Disney and not feel bad about it because we have plenty of room.
Exactly.
And we've met.
But we also won't have money. Really.
Right.
It'll be okay. Money comes back around. We pay for experiences. This is an experience.
Yeah.
Money it's like a boomerang. And we're giving it to a good cause. Hot men.
Yeah. Wonderful men.
Yeah, I
don't know much about it. Yeah.
I follow Colin on TikTok. I will be honest with you. I just listen to him talk and look at his face.
So, yeah, I don't know.
You think he's married? You think he wants to be?
You think he wants to be? You think he's...
I'm ready to move to Ireland today.
Yeah. You think he lives there?
Yeah. Look, you know what?
We're giving it a goog.
Colin... Oh, I don't want to leave this page. Okay. Colin...
Yeah,
Okay, well, hold on. 44. That's not too old for me.
That's fine.
Spouse is Helen. Helen, they got married in 2009. I don't know. He's an Aquarius. He does have children, though. That's a good sign.
Wait, what's she look like?
Let's see. I can tell she's pretty. That's an old photo of them. Aw, that's their wedding photo now. It just feels slimy.
Yeah. She's cute, I guess.
Whatever. I'm cool being a sister wife.
There's nothing worse than the fictional, not even fictional, they're real. But
the real men that I pretend that I have a chance with.
We pretend we have a chance with being married. Like, you find out that they're married and then you find out that they have kids.
See, this is where I think we differ. Because seeing Adam Driver as a father...
Yeah, love it. No. I love that. It's just, I wish... that was mine. You know what I mean?
See, here's the thing. I don't wish that. I don't wish it was my kid because I don't want to have them. So
That's
I
true.
want men to go out. I want them to plant their seeds elsewhere. Plant them. Come home to Big Mama. Look, if they have to plant them somewhere.
Plant them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see your side.
Because here's the thing. And I'll use Adam Driver for example because the day Hosier as a child I'm killing myself. Or get married. But here, we came to love Adam after the fact. If this were me, and this is, I'm so sorry to anyone that's about to listen. Mom, if you're listening, please skip 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I would let a man like that breed me like a dairy cow.
Like a prized cow.
I would stay pregnant.
Yeah, I mean...
So here's the thing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So
it's safe if they have children elsewhere.
Yeah, so then he's like not,
He ain't itching for it.
Yeah.
He's itching for this.
Yeah. As he should.
As he should. But he does not need to be wanting children at that point because he's got them.
Yeah.
And you don't want another. It
And
muddies the water.
Right, and then there's time for the kids to grow up and then they're not like babies.
Exactly. See, Adam's kids are older.
That's
They're not
true.
babies.
Just one. I think.
Yeah. Well, perfect. Even better. Just one.
Yeah. No shade to his wife. I mean,
no.
I'm sure she's great.
Lovely. You'd have to be a great woman to land Adam Driver.
I mean, goddamn.
Yeah.
She must. I don't even know.
She got that snapping turla.
Snapping turla. And good for her.
You know what?
Good for her.
I tell you one thing.
That man holding the Pepsi can.
We sent each other. Do you know how bad we've been down this week? I sent her a video. Actually, I didn't send you the video. I will find it before we go out tonight.
The one of
Hosier holding a soda can. I thought it was a mini. Yeah. It's not. It was a full-size can, and it's just how big his hand is.
It's crazy.
Wrap it around my throat.
Yeah.
God, kill me. Jesus Christ. That's
Crush
where I want to go.
my windpipe, thank you.
Take my trachea, my esophagus.
I don't even...
Clean out. I don't care.
I could be fully handicapped afterwards and be so grateful for the experience.
I think I'd rather die.
I mean, but
die with a smile.
Die with a smile.
For real.
Speaking of,
Lady Gaga.
Another queen who I would let run me over 1,000 times.
Till I'm nothing.
Yeah. Crumbs.
But album, so good.
So good.
Mayhem came out this week, guys.
I mean, what do we expect?
That's it. That's the
Nothing
expectation.
Less than, yeah.
That's the expectation.
She's great.
Imagine meeting her. I got to see her concert, and it was an ethereal experience.
Yeah. It's really a problem to give me adult money.
Thank God we barely got it.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm starting to realize that maybe that's why I don't have money, is because the universe is like, girl, no.
Calm down. If we had real money, we wouldn't even be here. We would be doing this podcast, because we'd be in Ireland. Yes.
Yeah.
I'd be filming TikToks in there.
Yeah.
I'd be having a good time.
Or we would have already, like, started Mary Nation.
Yeah.
That plan would roll through. Maybe not here.
We could take it. Well, Ireland's not that big.
You think we could take over Ireland?
I think so.
Yeah. Just give the whole thing to Hosier, though.
No, he has to give himself to me.
Well, yeah, but
that's the rule.
He needs a plot of land to, like, do his job.
Keep bees? He can buy. I'm sure he owns property, Mary.
That's true. How much property do you think he owns in Ireland?
Mary, if I start Googling what properties that man owns...
I'm sure they're not listed.
If he's got a place... Because I assume somebody has a place maybe here. You want me showing up somewhere in LA or Nashville?
Well, Mary, you don't have to show up. You don't have to show up.
Well, if I knew, I would be, and I'd be trying to put my leg behind my head again. Which I've been doing all day today. Trying to just get back there.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about that, and then I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to land it. And she's going to hold me up in the concert.
Like a cheerleader.
Just both legs behind my head. She's going to be...
Cheeks in hand.
Arms shaking.
Knees wobbling. Oh.
That was an effect.
Exactly.
For effect. The camera shook.
Yeah, so that's... But I'd do it for you.
Thank you. You know what? I'd do it for you with Adam Driver. I don't care about his wife.
I don't know what...
I'm a girl's girl till it comes to a really hot man, and then I'm like...
Nope.
No.
And, speaking of hot people, not even just hot men.
Dochi. Yeah. Dochi being bisexual is honestly... Now, it is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Would she give me a second glance? I don't think she'd give me a first one.
No.
I think I'd look like
a
dust bunny in a corner to her. But my God, better.
I would know I'm there.
She ate up Paris Fashion Week. You know who also ate? Chapel Roan. And we're about to get the giver. God, I love when women.
I would like to give to her. You know,
to Chapel. I think she might be the giver. I think y'all might have a fight
to receive. I can do both. Anything she wants, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm a chair. I am but a chair.
For her,
a love
Dochi,
seat. Yes.
Megan the Stallion. I think Chapel's officially lesbian, but the other two are definitely bi. That means
Megan's bi.
Megan's bi.
You just change. Like that gives me an opening. Like Megan would look at me and be like, "You can handle all this." I would try.
If that's how I go, that's how I go.
She's got more knees for both of us. I mean, she can
make
up for my knees.
Yeah. You just have to lay there.
That's fine. I don't care. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I was able to give you that news about Megan.
God, that's great news.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. What a day.
It is. What a life. Now I'm Mary, I can't get over Captain Hook. I'm going back. And now I'm Megan the Stallion Captain Hook's in my head.
Oh, absolutely.
Now I'm thinking other thoughts.
What if Megan's there?
Mary, Megan ain't there. She got her a man now.
But she loves
anime Imagine you walking around Comic-Con, there's Megan.
No.
What about Baby No Money? He's on tour. He loves cosplay. Yeah. Infant No Income.
If we, like, saw Megan in the wild without, like, expecting to see her, I genuinely think we would pass away.
Yeah. I actually saw a TikTok of these two people that were on a vacation, like, in some tropical island.
Yeah.
And they were on canoes. And then Barack and Michelle go by on horses. And they're just like... And they didn't say anything. I'd be
Mr.
like,
President!
I would have been like, get back in office!
Hey! Please! Barack! Hey, go back!
Somebody's like, they probably want out of this country. And I was like...
Oh, I'm sure they're done.
Yeah.
They're tired. And
they earn some R&R, but... You're telling me I could see Barack and Michelle? Those two baddies?
Yeah. Riding horses majestically down the beach?
Yeah.
That canoe would tip over. Shark food.
I think... He win me. But at both of them. Because they're both beautiful people.
Who, like... Okay. Besides the obvious.
Yeah.
Who, like, do you really want to meet? You know? Like,
Who
who's
do I-
on your list?
Of people to meet?
Because Neil's happening, which is nuts.
Yeah,
so
that is
scratch
crazy.
that one off.
I'm not gonna lie, Mary. You know my thoughts on meeting Hosier. I physically think I would. I don't think I could breathe anymore. I think I'd have a full-fledged panic attack and hit the ground.
Yeah.
Someone I do think I could meet, but have an immense amount of respect for, is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
I've been to one of his rallies, and I got to see him speak.
That would be really cool.
I'd love to actually talk to Bernie. My God. There's just so many people that I don't know that I could come up with words. Like, if I met Lady Gaga, I don't think I could come up with words.
No.
I don't know what I could say to someone like Beyonce. So I wouldn't put her on a list because I have nothing of value to give you. I don't think I have anything of value to give Bernie, but I think he's such a kind person. He would give me 60 seconds. God.
Yeah, I already met, like, my number one ever, so...
That's true.
Thanks, Mom. And I, surprisingly, was able to speak and ask a full question.
I'm very proud of you for
which
that.
was nuts. Did stutter, though. But, so that was great, and then now I'm meeting Neil. I want to meet Chapel, obviously.
Yeah, I think Chapel would be, like, fun to meet. But I almost worry because she is so fed up with, like, people. Which, scratch this, it's Brittany Broski.
That was my next person.
Yes, it's Brittany. Brittany Drew.
But I don't want to just, like, quick photo op with her. Like, I would want to, like, give me 30 minutes.
A lunch.
A luncheon.
Yeah.
It would be hooting and hollering.
Her, Drew, Caleb.
I think the worst thing I can think of is, like, if we met up with Brittany Broski and, like, had a lunch and she didn't laugh, like, once. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's possible. I think we're funny enough, Mary.
I think we are, but I feel like that's, like, a nightmare to me.
Yeah,
is that Brittany Broski doesn't think we're funny.
Yeah.
I would cease to exist.
I use the butter knife to try to slit my throat.
Yeah.
There's nothing's happening.
No.
I'm trying anyhow.
She's calling the police. Yeah.
Please stop it. The waiter is concerned.
I just think we have too much in common.
I think so too. She's on there.
Love us. Brittany, don't love me. Please. Yeah, would love to meet her. I love Drew.
Yeah.
I'm also scared of her, though. In a good way.
I'm not.
Like, she's intimidating. In a good way.
I love Drew. I think she's really good at what she does.
Like, I love that about her, though.
Yeah.
She's so
She doesn't take shit.
unafraid.
But I don't think she would ever be rude to
No.
someone that approached her with any sort of kindness.
I just mean, like, I don't think I'd be able to get words out. I wouldn't know what to say.
I think I could talk to Drew.
I wouldn't know what to say.
I think I could do that. I'm trying to think of other people.
I'd be like, I love you.
Yeah, it's me. I love you.
Hi.
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 Who else? God. I want to meet Sleep Token.
Well, they don't do that.
No, but it doesn't matter. I'm talking, like, this is our fictional. I want to meet these people.
Okay, well, then yeah, if that's an option. Vessel could just growl at me. He doesn't have to speak.
Exactly. No, no words needed.
Yeah.
I really, because we know that Vessel listens.
Yeah.
I've been training. I'm really great at body paint. So if you need a new body painter.
Yeah, and she's been training by tanning me.
Sometimes I do the back.
Mm-hmm. Today she did my arms.
I did the arms. So I've got 2 gray areas
Mm-hmm.
I can cover.
You can, hey, next time you want to, you can slather me down.
Hey, that would be good practice.
You want to practice, you can pretend I have a 6-pack.
I could.
And
I could give you a 6-pack with the tan.
exactly. Yeah, I heard that. It was loud.
Man, my joints. All of them. Every joint in my body is done for.
Yeah, even your thumb.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get Megan Thee Stallion with
I'm
this.
not. That's why I said she's got enough for the both of us.
She does.
All I have to do is, I just gotta
lay down. You gonna take it. You gonna take it. You
Yeah.
gonna take it.
and wood.
Well, I think we're gonna
And
have
Tom.
to. Tom who?
Wow.
Mary, there's a million Toms.
Just no. I mean, I just blanked on the last name, and you're gonna hate me for that.
Oh.
Draco.
Tom Felton.
Jesus.
Yeah. Tom Felton.
I almost said Hiddleston.
Whew.
Anyway.
Whew, Tom Felton.
Yeah.
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 Met Neil Newbon.
Yeah. Got our badges.
You didn't pick your sticker off the front?
Well, you know.
I picked my sticker off the front.
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con, Emerald City Comic-Con 2025. It's in the books.
It is. Best day of my life so far.
Yeah. And the ears, unfortunately, did not come in until after.
So, they're getting a cameo.
Yeah. This is what we would have worn had the ears. They literally came in before we were ever... Like, we hadn't even made it to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And the ears were at my house. I was like, well, this sucks.
We tried.
We met Neil.
Yeah.
And we saw Colin O'Donoghue.
Yeah.
From afar. We also saw Shart.
We did see Shart.
We did?
I saw Lizelle, what's her name?
Devorah.
Yes, I saw Devorah, like, just passing in the little room where they were doing the group
I didn't
pictures.
see that, yeah.
I think you're in the bathroom.
That checks out.
When she walked by, and I was like...
So, the good thing is, it was very fast. I am a very anxious human.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried that I would have a full-fledged freak out. You don't have time.
No.
I cackled like a hyena. First off, I was like, when I saw after, we skipped away.
Yeah, we literally hunched together,
Held hands.
skipped as one unit.
Yeah. I thought of it was like almost like a Scooby-Doo run.
It was.
Where you're up in the air and your feet are moving. And I hurt myself, not flipping y'all off, but I did hurt myself today. It's okay. Everything's perfect, actually.
It was wonderful.
Well, some things are not perfect, but today, overall, until we got home, was a very good day.
Yeah, it was so fast, but we got 2 pictures.
We did.
Yeah,
Both are very good.
They're on the Instagrams.
I'll put them on here, too.
Mm-hmm.
I can edit them in real quick. Y'all can see.
Yeah, we'll show them to you.
But...
What a time, yeah.
To be alive, yeah.
I just don't have words yet.
He looked at us and he said,
"Oh yeah,
oh look, snacks. Like Astarion."
I can't handle it.
How am I supposed to romance Gail after this?
Yeah, we were talking in the car on the way home. We were like, okay, well, after the pod, like, both of us are probably just gonna play Baldur's Gate for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And Mary and I both are, like, currently trying to romance Gail and not Astarion, but
it's so hard.
I really fear that's gonna tank after this.
Yeah. I might... Maybe.
Dabble?
Well, yeah. So what if I have 2 boyfriends?
Well, the thing is, they don't like each other. You know what I'm talking about? Like, whenever you try to, like, also talk to Gail, Astarion's like, no.
I thought you could have 2 boyfriends until Act 2.
Maybe. Maybe we can dabble. We could do a little dabble.
Can I have 3 boyfriends and bring Halston into the mix? Now, he ain't my type.
But he's nice.
Halston ain't my type, but I would like to see the bear scene.
It's nice.
Yeah. I want to get the mod where you can date everybody.
I tried to download it and it didn't work.
Of course it didn't.
But I could have done it wrong.
The sun doesn't get to shine on everyone.
No.
That's the truth.
But hey, we got to meet him in the flesh today, and
we
that's just, it made my whole life. I'm still not back in my body.
Yeah.
I'm still in the convention center.
Whenever we walked in, Mary said, "It's crazy to think this is where we die."
Yeah.
And then we were talking about, because we didn't have time to dress up or plan anything. We didn't. Not really. We did a month ago when we started talking about it.
Right.
But then we lost track of time because work and everything's been so busy.
We had time, but we didn't.
We lost it.
Yeah.
And then today, we're talking about what we would want to be. And I said I want to be my Tav, which is your character in Baldur's Gate. The main character, if you customize, is called Tav. And I was like, I want to be Tav. And she said, I want to be my Tav, but I can't because my Tav has
Vigilado.
And what she meant to say was vitiligo. She said vitiligo. We were walking to get a drink because the best part is, we haven't even mentioned this, so we wanted to see Neil beforehand so we could be
normal,
right?
We thought if we, like, kind of dipped our toe in a little, it would, like, take the edge off.
Yeah.
No.
And what happened was, what happened was we saw him, and he was walking over to the autograph sign, and then I did not see him first. I was looking around. Emily saw him first, and then starts crying. I mean, I was like, Mary. And we're like 50 feet away, and she starts crying.
I couldn't handle it. He was right there.
He was, and he was talking to people. He was so animated.
He was so smiley and like
happy,
and it just was so nice. I don't know. I had no other reaction but to just.
And I was like, "We got to get out of here. We have to hold our makeup together until our photos." And you think that you get like a minute with them? No. It was a cool 20 seconds.
They're
30.
turning and burning.
Yeah, there was a long line. So
it went by fast though, like the line did.
Well, it's because we were there for 20 seconds.
I think if you get the VIP thing, then you get like
more time.
Minutes,
yeah, and you probably should because you're probably paying double what we paid.
Yeah, which would, but
yeah, but a lot of really cool costumes. People are so creative.
Oh my gosh, yeah. My favorite of the day, besides Astarion, was Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. Yeah. See, my brain's not on. I'm so sorry for the next 20 minutes. I love Pyramid Head so much. There were two. There was a guy, he was like wearing stilts. It was crazy. Cosplay was immaculate. And then there was a girl one. And that one, Mary had to like grab my arm. I was not doing well.
Calm down, sister.
Yeah. So Mary got pictures with
Gail
and
Gail's wizard.
Yeah,
well, I
can't remember the name.
No.
Anyway, Gail's wizard friend.
I did.
They looked really good.
A lot of good Final Fantasy cosplays.
Yeah. There was a lot of Cloud with the sword. I didn't see Sephiroth.
No Sephiroth.
Which is sad.
He's too cunty. Yeah. I think it's hard to be so cunt to serve in that manner.
Yeah.
The Western people, Baldur's Gate.
They had Cowboy Astarion, Cowboy Gale, and Cowboy Karlach?
Yep. And then they had Misk with them as well, but
and
he was not.
He wasn't cowboy.
But they looked really cool.
Really, really cool.
And
yeah, there was a Mizora.
Oh my god.
Cosplay that literally, I was in the bathroom. We were in line, and Mary and I had to swap to go to the bathroom so we didn't lose our spot. And I'm in the bathroom, and Mary texts me. She goes, "Hot Mizora, hot Mizora."
It was like, "Hot Mizora, hurry!"
I didn't get it until I got back to the line,
and then she saw.
Yeah, it was great.
She looked incredible. Yeah. Dear God,
there's a really good Harley Quinn.
Really good Harley Quinn.
It was so fun. I've always wanted to go, but I don't know. I just never did because I feel like I would have just gone by myself. So. Yeah.
It was just a really nice environment. Like, people were friendly and so open.
Nice.
Oh, you took the cute picture with the Cult of the Lamb people?
Yes.
They were very cute.
The Cult of the Lamb people were so cute. I honestly thought they were, like,
part of it. Yeah, they looked incredible.
So good. Also, yeah, everyone was so nice. Like, our first interaction was actually in the parking garage. Like, we got really lucky with parking, honestly.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried about it, but we got really lucky with it. And I was driving around this parking garage not well.
She tried to drive out the exit when we hadn't even made it there yet. I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Dude, we have to park. You're going to the exit." We had to literally back down the ramp to the exit. I was like...
One thing about me, I'm not good with directions.
And we had to drive down the do not enter because she couldn't. We had to get back to where their actual parking was.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? This says do not enter. I was like, there's nobody else in here. You have to go. We're not leaving this parking garage.
I can't. I'm so bad, but we made it. But there's this really nice man who I think was coming from Comic-Con.
He had a big camera and some stuff with him.
And he gave us a really good spot. He was also driving a car like mine, which is not tiny. It's not, like, huge, but it's not tiny. And all the spots were, like,
very compact.
This big. And so he was like, if you want to wait, I'll give you my spot. And I was like, what? It's just so nice.
That was a sweet lesbian man.
Yeah.
Driving his Subaru.
Real nice.
That was. Real Christian of him.
So that was awesome. And then we kind of made friends with the dude that was like, that worked at Comic-Con. That was,
Oh yeah, the drink guy.
yeah, the drink guy.
We were asking because we needed liquid courage before meeting Neil, obviously.
Yeah.
And we made friends with this guy, and he helped us a few times with
finding drinks.
Yeah, because it's weird because the actors and everything, they're in like the main convention center, but then everything else, pretty much everything else, is in a separate building, which is like a 7-minute walk.
It wasn't horrible.
Not bad at all. No, it didn't rain until after.
Yeah, the rain waited for us to leave, which was so kind.
Yeah.
Of the rain, honestly. But yeah, it was a wonderful time. I don't think I'll be normal for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, that's gonna live in my head for a long time. Getting to put my hand on Neil Newbon's chest and stare lovingly at his face. With the first picture we took, we're smiling so big.
We look, I don't even know how to explain it.
Finger in a light socket. Like,
I don't think I've smiled that hard in my life. My cheeks were burning.
He shook. Did he shake your hand too? He shook my hand and he's like, I'm Neil. And I was thinking, baby, I know who you are.
I know.
Baby, I paid for this.
Believe me.
Baby, I know who you are.
I know who you are, but that's really nice of him to do.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
Hi, I'm Neil. Honey.
You knew the things I did to your character in Baldur's Gate. You knew the edits I've sent to Mary. You'd be blushing right now.
Yeah.
He said the lines. He knows, but hey.
Oh, look, snacks. Neil called us snacks. And now none of y'all can say...
You can't say shit to me anymore.
Anything to us.
You ain't saying shit.
We are snacks.
And we met Astarion's juice box.
We did. Oh my gosh. Which those pictures will probably never see the light of day.
No, because we're hunched over looking
They're real
like
bad.
Quasimodo looking ass.
But she like literally was in a box and it said Astarion's juice box and it had like nutrition facts and stuff on it. It was so cute. Yeah, she was like, you can take a sip out of the straw if you want. So,
and that hence why we look like Quasimodo.
Mm-hmm.
Just hunched over going horrifying.
Little rats. Yeah, but that was a great one. And whenever she walked, we saw her walk into the
VIP line?
The group picture line, yeah. And we heard him just, like, and it was so cute. I loved it. He's such a great person.
Yeah. And that was the best 20 seconds I've ever had.
Ever.
Yeah. Point blank, period.
Nothing's topping it.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
What a day.
We won't ramble too much.
We loved Neil. We loved Comic-Con.
It was so much fun.
It really was. And we didn't even get to really explore too much either, but you know, that's why I think there's 2 a year here.
Yeah.
And I mark my word, mark it here. Next one, we're dressing up.
Yes.
We're getting into it, really getting to it.
Get into it.
Yeah. I got Mary the Mace of Molag Ball for Christmas.
Oh my god. It's probably, it is the best gift I've ever received in my entire life.
As it should be.
And I was like, this would be the perfect place for it to leave the house, because I don't know why I would ever leave the house otherwise. I still need to paint it, but I'm really excited to paint it.
And then she could be Dark Brotherhood. I still think I want to be Tav.
You should, because your Tav is awesome.
Yeah. My Tav looks like me, but with the neck tattoo and some ears. Hey, part of the costume already done.
There you go.
I just need to get some extensions, because now I got the harpy hair. I got the feathers in my hair right now. And, yeah, so I'll have to learn how to build armor.
Yeah.
With foam and whatnot. But I'll have plenty of time to do it.
Yeah.
So, what a day. What a life. What an experience.
It was great.
Thank you, Emerald City Comic Con.
Thank you,
Groupon.
Oh my god. We went on Groupon and found the tickets that were already discounted from Groupon, obviously. And then we bought the tickets on Women's Day. So it gave us another $12 off or something like that.
Yeah. Which is great.
And I said, sometimes it pays to wait, to procrastinate.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works out. So.
Procrastinating really does pay off sometimes. Now, maybe not most of the time, but this time it did.
It did.
And I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, it was a wonderful day.
What a life. We also got Seattle dogs. Took her first Seattle dog to the throat.
I know, yeah, I did. I had never had one. However, Mary says it's not like the real one, because...
Yeah, you gotta get one down by the Mariners Stadium.
Yeah.
because this one had a lot of vegetables on it. It was fine.
It was still good.
That was the oiliest wiener.
It was so oily.
I'll tell you that. That was the greasiest wiener.
I'm glad we didn't eat that before. I would have been...
Oh my god. You would have been horrified.
Yeah. I was getting real burpy.
Yeah, we get wine, and then old gassy McGee over here, this gaseous cloud of a human.
I was anxious. I was scared.
And she starts and I'm like, you better not burp on Neil Newbon. Like, I will kill you if you burp on him.
And that's valid.
Imagine you're looking up at him and you just go,
yeah. No, my boyfriend was like, he probably would have said, I hate Seattle, some lady burp. Which, yeah, true. I would come back
and you would have burped
Seattle dog breath all over him.
The grilled onion to the dome? God. Repulsive.
Evicted immediately.
So,
that's our recap.
Recap of Comic-Con. Well, we posted the pictures of Neil on IG, but definitely we'll attach them to this video so y'all can...
You have to see them.
Yeah, they're beautiful, they're stunning.
I'm framing it. It's a large photo.
It is.
I'm framing it and putting it on my nightstand.
Yeah. Mine's going to sit in my office.
Yeah. Sorry, Alan.
It'll be okay. Other exciting things this week. We were talking about Lady Gaga, right? So
we did.
She's on SNL. We'll have to get caught up on that because we were out last night. We actually left the house.
Yeah, whoa. We left the house twice this weekend.
Yeah.
For
big weekend
things.
for us. Yeah. Went to Dave & Buster's. Terrible experience.
Horrible.
But
I mean, we had fun playing games.
We did have fun playing games, but the service was terrible.
We played a child's game, Hungry Hungry Hippos, but like in real life, so you're sitting on the hippo and you've got to like do this. And man, was that a workout.
Yeah. And then
humbling.
Alan and I were playing the clown game.
You were.
And a ball bounced off the wall somehow, and it hit me in the glasses. My glasses flew off.
It happened so fast.
Literally, it didn't hurt at all, but it was so funny.
It's like all it hit was the glasses. It just went.
Yeah.
It like took them off her face, and I'm like,
and Ella was so worried it hurt me, and it literally didn't hurt me at all. It just hit the glasses.
I'm so sorry. And Mary and I can't even keep it together. We're about to piss ourselves, and he's like.
Yeah, it was hysterical. We played a motorcycle game. We literally finished at the exact same time. Yeah. Somehow Mary won.
Yeah.
To the second. To the millisecond.
And we were the same person, too.
We were also the same person, yeah. And somehow she won, which was unfair. I will demand a recount next time.
Okay, we'll do it again.
But, yeah, I mean, Dave & Buster's was a blast. We got little plushies. I got Squirtle. They didn't have Charmander.
And the lady gave you a free duck.
She gave me a free duck.
A glittery one.
A glittery orange duck is in my purse right now. I need to get it out and put it in the fridge. I love collecting ducks. That will be something that people can give me once I'm president of Mary Nation.
Right.
I would like people
Ducks
to give
are
me
offerings.
Yes. Actually, have you ever seen that porch goose that you can...
Yes.
I want there's a decorative porch goose that you can put clothes on. And it's funny because my neighbor growing up, well, like in the holler that I grew up on, had two like statue geese that she decorated for every holiday.
I love that.
A husband and wife. So I do want the porch goose. But there are two large rabbits outside of my home. And I do think that someone let them free. Which sucks. Sad. But I've been giving them offerings of carrots. And I'll tell you, life's gotten a lot better since one is solid white.
Yeah.
So we Googled it because at first we were like, this is a bad omen. Because we first saw it the night that Mary almost got robbed and murdered.
Yeah.
And I was like, this feels like a bad omen, but they're actually a sign of prosperity and luck. So I think that as long as we keep making offerings to Bunny, things will continue to get better.
No, tell them their names.
Oh, yes. So there's two. There's the white bunny, and then there's a brownish gray bunny.
He's got a little white tail.
A little white tail. And it's Jack and Enos from Broke Bun Mountain. And Malad told me I can't assume their sexuality, but I can. Yeah. And I did. And that's what I think they are.
Yeah.
I don't see any babies.
Yeah, they haven't got none.
They ain't got any kids yet.
So,
in my opinion, that's Jack and Enos. So
assuming they're a straight couple is also assuming.
I know. So I think they're gay. And I love them. And
they're wonderful. And they're bringing us good luck, so.
Yeah, exactly. So, snow whiting, as I do. But overall, a pretty good week
It was a great week.
in the grand scheme of things.
Next week, well, this week,
Yeah.
we're going to Disney, so stay tuned for that. Are we missing this weekend? Probably.
Well, yeah, probably. We'll have to do a recap, so probably no episode next week because
We'll be in Florida.
we're leaving on Sunday, so it'd be really tough to pack and everything and record. So,
But we'll have an episode the week after.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll probably vlog it a little and post.
Yeah. We'll post some TikToks, some Instagrams.
Yeah.
I sound like an old lady.
Post
you one
post
on
you on that.
Instagrams.
Post on the Instagram. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, I just jiggled the camera. Yeah, but yeah, we won't post next week, but we will have one for the one after.
It'll be fun.
So you want to do songs of the week?
Yeah. Go ahead, Mary.
All right, let me pull them out.
Whip them out.
Whipping them out. All right, so my songs of the week are "Why Don't You and I," Santana and Chad Kroeger.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this song stuck in my head. TikTok put it there. I've listened to it 10 times. "Anxiety" by Doechii. Incredible.
Yeah, wonderful.
Perfect song.
Mm-hmm.
No notes. "Waves," the Tame Impala remix, so Miguel with Tame Impala. Yeah, very good. And then my last one is "Slide," Calvin Harris, Frank Ocean, and Migos.
Slide is good.
So yeah, those are my songs of the week.
I think that's Alan's karaoke song.
Really? Yeah. It's good. You told me that. I was like, okay, that's a choice.
It's a good song. My songs of the week. This one is called "Without You," just the letter. It's by Holy Water. It's wonderful. It's like I don't know. It sounds like it belongs in like early 2000s rock kind of vibe, but it's new. So, it's great. Also, Lady Gaga, Mayhem. My favorite songs are "Love Drug" and "Garden of Eden." They're wonderful. And then "Kryptonite" by Three Doors Down.
Yeah.
I've been playing quite often. And I feel like those are my songs. I don't have
Nice.
too many, but
Yeah.
I've mostly been listening to Lady Gaga, so.
That's
And I don't
fair.
want to beat a dead horse, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
shout outs to those songs for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
good weekend.
Yeah.
Great weekend.
We're tired. We're
yeah,
so
worn
tired.
out, honestly. I just
Be-
want to be horizontal.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do.
That's what we're gonna do. But
So,
thanks for listening.
Yeah.
No episode next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks.
yup.
For the Disney Universal recap.
Yup. It's gonna be a great time. We'll have lots of pictures.
Yeah, a lot of stories, I'm sure. A lot of stories.
You thought you had to protect. You thought you had to keep me away from the cosplayers today.
I did. I know. I'm gonna have to put her on one of those child leashes for Kylo Ren, so
Mhm.
y'all get ready for videos of that. Alright. We'll see you not next week. The week after.
Week after. Bye, y'all.
Bye.